You said one thing that I think high school coaches, and it was a great reminder for myself, is we all love coaching the gym rats, and we always talk about, man, I wish I had more, I wish I had more. But then you said something brilliant. I think is we have to be those guys
Mhm.
first. Like, how can we expect them to be gym rats if we're punching out quick, or if we're not opening up the gym a lot? And man, that kind of hit me right in the heart, like as I'm thinking about this summer. So that's
Yeah,
huge.
coaches. I don't know if you can see it, but right on that whiteboard, the highest word, we must be the gym rats.
Yeah.
It's got. I wrote that up there 2 years ago, and when we have our staff meetings, I'm constantly on our. You know, I don't want reports. Recruiting's recruiting. We're going to get good players.
Yeah.
That's why Giroux is a borderline NBA guy. Grimes probably is an NBA guy. We have three guys in the NBA right now that were all 2 or 3 star guys coming out of high school that we just developed them. Armani Brooks set an NBA record, made 47 threes in his first 17 games.
Wow. Wow.
Nate Hinton's coming off the bench getting mop-up minutes for Dallas, but he's on the team playing.
Yeah.
Damian Dotson got drafted by New York and got signed a free agent deal with Cleveland. He started for them at the end of the season. So these are all guys that we developed. Now Grimes and Giroux. Next year's team has some kids that can develop into that too. But if we don't come in here every day with our motors on, if I've got to take my key, Matt, and stick it in your ignition and turn you on every day, then that's a problem. I can't. That then we made a mistake in evaluation.
Right.
University of Houston, we can't make evaluation mistakes. Character, toughness. Are they coachable? Are they coachable by us? The way we coach, can they take that kind of coaching? And that's why you don't rarely ever see a kid in the transfer portal, knock on wood,
Yeah. Yeah.
from Houston, because our kids, we recruit kids that know what they're getting into, and we try not to over recruit, but we coach kids that want to be coached, that want to get better. We don't hit 100%, but we hit a high enough percentage that we can sustain our program every year.
You said a lot about individual skill work, and I think that's something as coaches in season, without even realizing it, tends to decrease and go down. You're just focused on team, team, team. But what would you say your individual skill work looks like as far as in season practice goes?
Doesn't change, Matt. Especially this year because of COVID. Everything was our kids had virtual learning, Zoom sessions, online classes, so they had a ton of free time.
Yeah.
20 hours a week is really not an issue anymore because of the mandatory day off. So you got six days to get 20 hours. I don't know during the season if we even come close to 20 hours.
Right.
But how we get close to our 20 hours is our individual work. You know, if this was the month of February, January, March, I could hear balls bouncing down in the gym. My three favorite artists growing up was Marvin Gaye, Al Green. I love Teddy Pendergraft. I had a lot of, I love that kind of music. But my favorite music is hearing that ball bounce.
Yeah, I love that.
When you're a coach and you walk in that gym and that ball's bouncing, man, that's music to your ears. And I look down there, just know that you see Kellen over at this basket with Justin Gorham and Fabian White. Here's Quantas over here with Giroux and Marcus Sasser, Grimes, Tremont Mark. Over here is Coach Brooks with all our fives. But every day, I mean, that's just not, when people say every day, if we're not playing, it's not a day off. Our kids are in that gym working.
Yeah.
It's not just getting shots up. You can get a manager to pitch balls to them, let them shoot balls for an hour. That's not a workout.
Right.
That's not how we work. That's not how you develop. You know, we work on our pick and roll defensive responsibilities. We work on our double into post responsibilities. We work on you know, getting tips on missed free throws. We go through everything, you know, and then we have two guns, and then they come in at night and they get on those guns. But you know, when you create a culture of we have to outwork you to beat you, um, and you've got those kind of kids. Not every kid will buy into that early. You just wear them down. You know,
I love that.
you just wear them down, and then when they have a little success in the game, boom, whether it's a halftime, after the game, the next day at practice, I make a big deal out of it.
And that's where that confidence that you're giving them, because of that preparation that they put
Absolutely.
in, the light bulb turns on for them.
Yeah, they own it. They
Yep.
own the house. If you're not putting in the work, if you haven't prepared, then all you're doing is renting. And renting, that means you got to pay rent every month. When you own it, it's yours.
Yeah.
It's yours. You've owned it because you worked hard enough to earn the right. Now it's sweat equity.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever drowned in their own sweat, Matt. You know, working is sweat equity. You got to get in there and work.